The spaceship hovered silently above the alien world, its sleek metallic surface reflecting the vibrant hues of the landscape below. The crew inside marveled at the sight, their eyes wide with wonder and curiosity. It drank in the strange beauty below, a tapestry of colors and textures unlike anything seen on Earth. The coastline was a living painting, each brushstroke a testament to the planet's unique ecosystem. The coastline stretched out like a verdant emerald, its lush green vegetation shimmering under the alien sun. The leaves and plants seemed to glow with an inner light, casting an ethereal glow across the landscape. It was a stark contrast to the deep blue of the alien ocean, where the waters were so clear that one could see the intricate coral formations and strange marine life beneath the surface. The juxtaposition of colors was breathtaking. This was a world teeming with life, but a life very different from our own. Alien creatures moved gracefully through the dense foliage, their movements fluid and almost hypnotic. The plants, too, seemed to pulse with life, their leaves rustling in an unseen breeze. The air shimmered with a strange heat haze, distorting the view and creating a surreal, dreamlike quality. It was as if the very atmosphere was alive, dancing and shifting in response to some unseen force. The haze danced and twisted above the jungle, creating patterns that were both mesmerizing and elusive. It was a natural spectacle that captivated the senses. It was a mesmerizing spectacle, one that hinted at the mysteries and wonders that lay hidden beneath the surface. The jungle was a place of secrets, each shadow and glimmer a promise of discovery. It hinted at the wonders that lay hidden beneath, treasures waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to venture into the unknown. The landscape was a puzzle, each piece a clue to the planet's ancient history. The planet's sun, a pale blue disk in the sky, cast long shadows across the landscape. Its light was soft and diffused, creating an otherworldly ambience that was both serene and eerie. The shadows stretched and twisted between the trees, their forms shifting with the movement of the sun. They seemed to dance to a rhythm all their own, a silent symphony of light and dark. They seemed to have a life of their own, moving and changing as if guided by some unseen hand. It was a world of contrasts and contradictions, a place where the familiar and the alien coexisted in perfect harmony. The jungle floor was a carpet of bioluminescent plants. They glowed with an eerie, otherworldly light. The plants emitted a soft, pulsating glow. It was like the breathing of some vast creature. The colors were unlike anything found on Earth. They shifted and changed in a mesmerizing dance. Deep blues morphed into vibrant greens. Greens gave way to fiery oranges and reds. The air was thick with the scent of exotic flowers. The flowers were just as strange and beautiful as the plants. They came in a dazzling array of shapes and sizes. Some were delicate and ethereal, others were large and fleshy. Towering above the glowing undergrowth were the trees. They were unlike any trees found on Earth. Their trunks were massive and gnarled. They twisted and turned, reaching up towards the sky. The bark was a strange, iridescent blue. It shimmered and changed color in the light. The branches were long and thin. They intertwined to form a dense canopy high above the ground. The leaves were large and leathery. In the heart of this otherworldly jungle, life thrives in ways that are both mesmerizing and mysterious. The forest is bathed in a perpetual twilight, casting an ethereal glow over everything. Strange creatures moved through the undergrowth. Their bioluminescent markings created a dazzling display of light, illuminating their path as they navigated the dense foliage. These creatures, with their glowing patterns, seemed almost like living lanterns, guiding the way through the forest's shadows. They were adapted to this world of perpetual twilight. Their eyes, large and luminous, were perfectly suited for the dim light, allowing them to see clearly where others might be blind. Their bodies, too, had evolved to blend seamlessly. Some were small and furtive, darting between the glowing plants. These tiny creatures moved with incredible speed and agility, their quick movements making them almost invisible to predators. Their small size and rapid movements were their best defense in this luminous world. Others were large and lumbering, crashing through the undergrowth. These massive beings, despite their size, were gentle giants feeding on the abundant vegetation. Their heavy footsteps echoed through the forest, a reminder of their presence and power. In the air, winged creatures soared through the trees. Their wings, vast and delicate, allowed them to glide effortlessly between the towering trunks. These aerial denizens added a dynamic layer to the forest's ecosystem, their flight paths creating intricate patterns in the sky. They had large, delicate wings that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. As they caught the light, their wings created a mesmerizing display, a kaleidoscope of colors that danced through the air. These creatures were not just functional, but also a testament to the beauty of evolution. One creature, larger than the others, lumbered into a clearing, a silent ruler of this glowing domain. The clearing seemed almost like a stage set for this majestic being. It had thick, leathery skin and multiple eyes, providing a panoramic view of its environment. It had razor-sharp teeth and was clearly at the top of the food chain, an apex predator of the glowing forest. From above, the jungle looked like a vast undulating ocean of green. The canopy was so thick that it was almost impossible to see the ground. Only the occasional glimmer of bioluminescence hinted at the life below. The air was alive with the sounds of the jungle. Insects buzzed and chirped. Birds sang strange, melodic songs. The creatures of the jungle called to each other, their calls echoing through the trees. Despite the alien nature of this world, there was a strange beauty to it. It was a world of vibrant life and endless wonder. It was a world that was just waiting to be explored. The ecosystem was a delicate balance of predator and prey. Every creature had its role to play. The plants provided food and shelter. The herbivores kept the plants in check. The carnivores kept the herbivore populations under control. Even the smallest creatures played a vital role, helping to break down organic matter and recycle nutrients back into the soil. The jungle was a symphony of life, a complex web of interconnected relationships. The longer one observed, the more one realized that this was not chaos, but a highly ordered system. High above the jungle, the spaceship continued its silent vigil. It floated effortlessly, almost as if it were a part of the sky itself, blending seamlessly with the clouds and the atmosphere of this alien world. It recorded everything it saw, every movement, every sound, every change in the environment was meticulously captured by its advanced sensors and cameras. The jungle below was teeming with life, each creature and plant more bizarre and beautiful than the last. The data it collected would be invaluable to scientists back on Earth. They would pore over the recordings, analyzing every detail, hoping to unlock the secrets of this alien ecosystem. It would help them to understand the complex processes of life on this alien world. The intricate relationships between the flora and fauna, the delicate balance of the ecosystem, and the unique adaptations of the creatures that called this place home. It would help them to appreciate the sheer diversity of life in the universe. From the smallest insect-like creatures to the towering tree-like plants, each species was a testament to the incredible variety of life that existed beyond our own planet. The spaceship turned and began to move away from the planet. Its mission was complete, but the data it had gathered would continue to provide insights for years to come. It left behind a world that was still shrouded in mystery. Despite all the information it had collected, there was still so much that remained unknown, so many questions left unanswered. But it was a world that had revealed a glimpse of its secrets. The recordings showed hidden details, the subtle interactions between species, and the unique characteristics of the alien plants. It was a world that would continue to fascinate and inspire for generations to come. The beauty and mystery of the alien jungle would captivate the imaginations of scientists, explorers and dreamers alike, driving them to seek out new worlds and new discoveries. If you enjoyed this journey through the alien jungle, make sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss our next space adventure. Join us as we continue to explore the wonders of the universe.